Good afternoon to everybody. Up till now, we have studied three experiments. Now, we move towards a fourth experiment. Program for get block algorithm. So, get block algorithm is used to allocate one of free buffer from the buffer cache to process for a reading and writing purpose. There are five scenarios to allocation of buffer. First scenario, kernel finds the block on hash queue and the buffer is free. Then kernel cannot find the block on hash queue, so it allocates a free buffer from free list. Then scenario third, kernel cannot find block on hash queue, so allocates buffer from free list, but that buffer is marked as delayed write. So kernel must write buffer back to disk before reassigning it to any other process. Then fourth scenario, kernel cannot find the block on hash queue and the free list of the buffers is empty. And fifth scenario, kernel find the block on free list and its buffer is currently busy. So see the algorithm first in detail. See this algorithm carefully. This algorithm is get block, that is allocation of buffer. So input for this algorithm is file system number, block number, output locked buffer that can now used for block. So first check while buffer is not found. If this is true, then block in hash queue. If this is again true, then again check buffer is busy or not. If it is busy, that is a scenario fifth. What is the scenario 5? Scenario 5 is kernel finds block on hash queue. Kernel finds block on free list and its buffer is currently busy. So this scenario shows This scenario shows the, that is buffer is busy, but it is on hash queue, that is a scenario fib. So sleep all the processes until the buffer becomes free and go to again while loop. Again wait this loop. So buffer not found, then check it is on hash queue. Yes, it is on hash queue. Check it is busy. No, it is not busy. Then mark buffer as busy. That is a scenario first. That is no, buffer is not busy and buffer found on hash queue. Buffer found on hash queue and buffer is not busy. Then it is scenario first. First is what is a scenario first? Scenario first, kernel finds block on hash queue and its buffer is free. This is a scenario first. Then next, if this buffer is not free, then go to the else condition. What is else condition? Block is not on hash queue. Block is not on hash queue. Then again check there are no buffers on free list. If this is true, then that is scenario 4. What is scenario 4? Scenario 4 indicates that kernel cannot find block on hash queue and the free list of buffer is empty. Free list of buffer is empty. See here, kernel cannot find the block on hash queue and free list of buffer is empty, that is scenario 4. So sleep processes go to the sleep mode until buffers any buffer becomes free. So go to again while loop, buffer is not found, this becomes now false. Go to out of this loop, here buffer is found, but again check if buffer is allocated to someone, that is buffer marked for delayed write. If it is true, that is a scenario 3. What is the scenario 3? So kernel cannot find block on hash queue. Okay, and in attempting to allocate a buffer from free list, finds buffer marked as delayed write. Then kernel must write buffer back to the disk before reassigning it to any other process. This is scenario 3. If the buffer does not delayed marked as delayed write, then it is a scenario 2, that is remove from the buffer old hash queue and put on the new hash queue. Okay, this is the buffer allocation algorithm. We will see each and every scenario one by one with figure. See, this is your scenario first. So what is the scenario first? Scenario first is kernel finds block on hash queue and its buffer is free. So kernel finds block on hash queue and its buffer is free. See, this is hash queue, block number 0, mod 4, block 1, mod 4, block 2, mod 4, and block 3, mod 4. See here why they have taken as a mod 4. Here in this example, we have taken 4 blocks. This is first, second, third, and fourth. We have taken 4 blocks as a hash queue, and here we have taken block 0. Here 0 indicates that if we have divided by 4 of, to a number, it gives a reminder as 0. Then here reminder as 1, reminder as 2, and reminder as 3. If we have divided to a particular number by 4, why by 4 only? Because we here we have taken 4 blocks. If we have taken here 5 blocks, then divided by 5, that is mod 5, so that it gives a reminder as a particular number 0, 1, 2, 3, or so on. So these are the hash queues, and this hash queue contains the elements such that here 28 4 64. Why this number have taken? Because here we have divided by 4 to this number, it gives reminder as 0. Similarly, these numbers 17 5 97, these numbers to the block 1, then 98 50 10, these block numbers for these buffers for block number 2. Then we have taken 3 35 99, these buffers for block number 3. Then here in this example we have taken only 12 buffers, 3 for block 0, 3 for block 1, 3 for block 2, 3 for block 3, and out of them we have selected these buffers 3 5 4 28 97 and 10. These buffers are free. We have selected 6 buffers, so they are allocated to free list header. This is the figure description, and our first scenario is kernel finds the block on its hash queue and its buffer is free. Suppose in this example, kernel search for block number 4 on hash queue, which is marked as hash queue is block number 0 mod 4, and kernel searches block number 4. See, block number 0 mod 4, kernel searches buffer number 4, and that buffer number 4 is free. So first we check the buffer number 4 which is present on this hash queue. So here 4 is present, and it is as well as it is present on free list header, that is it is free as well as it is a present on hash queue. Then if kernel search this on hash queue as well as it is free, then it allocates, that is it removes from that free list and allocates to a process execution. See in this figure, that is after execution, that is after removing from free list, the free list becomes as initially free list is 3 5 4 28 97 and 10. There are total 6 elements. After removing there are 5 elements, 3 5 28 97, then 10. This is your first scenario. Okay, then what is the second scenario? Second scenario is kernel cannot find block on hash queue. We'll see this part. See in this example, kernel searches block number 18. Kernel searches block number 18 on hash queue marked as block 2 mod 4. Block 2 mod 4, on this hash queue kernel searches block number 18 and which is not present, and which is not present. So kernel allocates first free buffer. Kernel allocates first free buffer from the free list, and it marks as a particular block number and place at appropriate place. See here, in this example, kernel searches block number 18 on block 2 mod 4. Here 18 is not present. Then kernel searches or takes first free element from free list, and it indicates here first free elements is here in free list is 3. So kernel marks as block number 18 in this example. Kernel marks as block number 18 and place on appropriate hash queue. See, after placing here, it removed 3 from the free list and marks as a block number 18 to and place it to particular block number, that is to particular hash queue. Did you get? This is a scenario 2. This is a scenario 2. Then scenario 3. What is a scenario 3? Same as scenario 2. Half part of this scenario is uh, as from scenario 2, that is kernel cannot find block on hash queue and it attempting to allocate buffer from the free list, finds buffer on free list that has been marked as delayed write. Suppose kernel wants to search block number 18 on or buffer number 18 from the hash queue block 2 mod 4. So in scenario 2, it allocates from the free list, free buffer from the free list, and rename as a particular buffer number and place it appropriate place. But in scenario 3, the kernel searches the particular buffer from the particular hash queue. Kernel cannot find that particular numbered buffer, so it allocates the free buffer, first free buffer, but that first free buffer has allocated to someone or to some process, and they have written as delayed write, so that buffer kernel searches next free buffer. See in this example, here kernel searches block number 18 on block 2 mod 4. Here block number 18 is not present. So kernel takes the first free buffer from the free list. So here first uh, first free list buffer or first buffer on free list which is allocated to someone, that is here marked as delay. So kernel search next buffer here also marked as a delay, then kernel searches next free buffer here. So it removes from that free list and write a particular number and place at appropriate place. So see, after execution here 3 is writing, so it removed from the free list. 5 is writing, it removed from the free list. Next buffer number 4 here which was present here, so it removed from the free list and marked as buffer number 18 and place at particular block number. So free list from starts from buff, buffer number 28. Okay, first 3 are allocated, first 2 are allocated to some other processes, so kernel removes next free buffer. This is scenario number 3. Then what is the scenario 4? Scenario 4, here kernel cannot find block on hash queue and its free list of buffer is empty. Kernel cannot find a particular block number on hash queue. Suppose here in this figure kernel searches block number 18 kernel searches buffer number 18 on hash queue, that is block 2 mod 4. Here block number buffer number 18 is not present, and here also free list of buffers also empty. Then what to do? That processes goes to the sleep mode until any buffer becomes free. That processes goes to the sleep mode until any buffer becomes free. This is scenario number 4. What is scenario fifth? Kernel finds block on hash queue. Kernel finds block on hash queue, but its buffer is currently busy. See in this figure, kernel searches block number 99, that is buffer number 99. Kernel want to execute a process from particular buffer, and that buffer is currently busy. So kernel or stops processes stops their execution until that particular buffer number becomes free. Processes goes to the sleep mode until that particular buffer number becomes free. This is a scenario fifth. So we have to execute this combination of these 5 scenarios. There is a one algorithm, that is get block algorithm. We have to execute this get block algorithm, or we have to study with this get block algorithm. So here program is written for scenario first only. Program is written for a scenario first only. We will try to execute first. See, this is a program code, or we'll see in this. See here, in this we have declared as these number of arrays. First array with size 12. Why here we have taken size 12? See in this figure, there are 12 buffers. As an example, we have taken here 12 buffers, and each hash queue contains minimum 3 buffers. This is for a 0th hash queue, this is first hash queue, second hash queue, third hash queue. Okay, this for a free list. In our algorithm, or in this figure, we have taken there are 6 free buffers. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. 6 buffers are free. In our program, we have taken only 3 buffers are free. Only 3 buffers are free. We have taken. We can change this size of free list. We will take 6, 7, and so on. So, and after execution of first scenario, the buffer list, that is f1, here buffer size or free list size we have taken as a 3. So after removing the the remaining buffers are 2. So here free list size is after execution 2. Then initially count of each buffer is each block is 0. So this is original count 2 for all hash queues. Then 0th hash queue, first hash queue, second hash queue, third hash queue, and r is one variable we have taken. So here enter a 12 buffers in hash queue. Here we have entered 12 buffers. Then for first hash queue, see in this figure, that is hash queue is block number 0 mod 4. So in this example, block number 0 mod 4. So here a reminder of these numbers, if we have done if we have do the division of these numbers with 4, because here we have taken 4 hash q, so reminder is equal to 0. Find the allocate that such numbers to 0th hash q. Similarly, for second hash q, reminder is 1. Allocate these 12 numbers. Then similarly for third hash q, reminder is equal to 2. And similarly for fourth hash q, reminder is 3. Okay, then you should have to enter the number of buffers on free list. Here we have taken maximum as a 3, so we can change here also. Suppose here we have taken free list size is suppose a 6, and after execution here remaining 5. So free list, enter number of buffers you want to keep on free list. Suppose I have to keep 6. So allocate that numbers, which numbers you want to keep on free list. Then display the elements of the free list. Then after execution of first scenario, what happens, it will display the buffer uh, of first hash queue, second hash queue, third hash queue, fourth hash queue, as well as number of buffers in free list. This is the whole program of scenario. First we'll see the execution of this program. This is the whole program. So here we should have to change the size of here 6, size of free list is 6, and here 5. So after execution we'll try to execute by step. Here a start program starts from main function. Program goes to the count, cursor goes to the count, first output hash q, then enter 12 buffers in the hash q, then scanf function. Here enter 12 buffers. Suppose I have entered as a first buffer as a 1, enter. Then again scan up to 12. I have to execute. This is a 2, second number. Then this is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then go to the After completion this condition, if this condition becomes false, then cursor goes to the next statement, that is buffer in the first hash queue. So it will execute, check the condition, allocate the count plus plus, again check the condition for next, execute. For second hash queue it will execute, then for third hash queue, then for fourth hash queue, and this is your output. See, here we have entered 12 buffers on hash queue from 1 to 12. So for first hash queue the elements are 4, 8 and 12. These three numbers gives the reminder as 0 if we have divided by 4. Then 1, 5, 9, these three buffers for second hash queue. Then 2, 6, 10, these three buffers for third hash queue. Then 3, 7, 11, this four buffers, three buffers for fourth hash queue. And you should have to allocate the free list how many numbers you want to keep. Suppose I want to keep 6 buffers on hash queue. So here execute which are the 6 buffers. So first suppose I want to keep as a 3, then second as a 5, then suppose I want to keep as 8, then 4, then 10, suppose 9, then 10, then display the elements, and here enter the buffer for first scenario which you want to search. See here elements are displayed on the free list 3, 5, 8, 4, 9, 10. And suppose I want to search element number 8, that is here from the free list third element, buffer number 8 I want to be searched here. So after execution of first scenario, first hash queue will be displayed, second hash queue will be displayed, third hash queue will be displayed, fourth hash queue will be displayed, and new free list will be displayed. Here see the elements, these elements and previously elements are same. See here this is the free list, that is first free list 3, 5, 8, 4, 9, 10. After execution here 3, 5, 4, here 3, 5, 8, 4, here 3, 5, 4, 9, 10. So here element that is buffer number 8 is removed. This is the program for your first scenario. all of you all of you, did you get? Okay, this is the program for first scenario. In the same way, we can execute all the 5 scenarios. Then next program, I alloc and I free algorithm. So this program will take in next practical time or on practical time. Okay. Have you any doubt in this program? Please ask. Otherwise, write your roll numbers and leave the session.